HBCU Game Day here with a FAMU legend, Nate Big Time Newton, one of the greatest offensive linemen to play for Rudy Hubbard. Went on to play with the Dallas Cowboys with the Great Wall of Dallas. Yeah. That's what they used to call it. Right. And one thing y'all might not have known about Nate Newton that I know because my brother played with him, Coach Hubbard did not always allow him to run wind sprints with the linemen. Nate, tell us about that.
Hey, man, I tell you, I'm just an athlete, man. I did what I needed to do, and I ran with whoever he wanted me to run with. But, man, it's just glad to be back here at FAMU. Glad to see you, my friend. So it's an exciting day.
Well, Nate, growing up watching you play, man, knowing how well you pulled, how well you were in contact, you know, Jaguars being a little disrespectful.
Hold on, man. Them dudes finna get their brakes beat off them today. I want them to understand that, all right? But back to what you were saying.
Yeah. All right, yeah. So we back to our regularly scheduled program. Nate, playing here under Coach Hubbard prepared you to go play in the NFL for several years. Just talk about your time playing at FAMU.
One thing Coach Hubbard always taught us was you're going to have adversity. So I went in as a free agent. I had a lot of obstacles I had to get over. First team I went with was the Washington Commanders. Used to be another name, but they don't use it anymore. Then I went with the USFL. So I went through a lot of obstacles, but this is what Coach Hubbard always tells us. You always try to be your best, and you always try to give what you can give. So, hey, here I am. A lot of years later, man, rewarded with a Black College Hall of Fame. Here to get the ring today. That's the end of the completion. But, man, I have been back to FAM because I worked for Dallas. And I haven't been back to FAM. This is my first game back to this stadium. Now, I've been to the Classics in Orlando, but this is it, man. I mean, to come full circle, man, that is a powerful thing, man.
Well, welcome back, Snake. Welcome back to the Hill. Yeah. You know, Pam Oliver always talks about you. She said she was scared of you when y'all played, and she just got inducted into the Florida Sports Hall of Fame this week. I went down there to Tampa to see her, but just talk about dealing with Pam when you were here.
I'm going to tell you a little story now. Pam used to date my best boy, Tony Hayes. They were pretty good friends. And then we all went our separate ways. But I went to Dallas. And Tony eventually, he's a police officer still, like 35 years with the Dallas Police Department. Tony Hayes was one of the few freshmen that ever started, especially for Coach Rudy Hubbard as a freshman defensive end outside linebacker. And I saw Pam. I was with the Cowboys. She was working in Houston. And she was trying to get on with Fox. I think she was getting on with Fox. But I went and told all my teammates, hey, this is my girl from Florida A&M. You do all your interviews with Pam. When she come and she asks you to interview, you make sure you interview with Pam. So, hey, I've always tried to look out for mine, whether directly or indirectly. Pam is a beautiful and great person.
Fantastic. You know how Rattlers always stick together. Yeah. So, Nate, being elected into the Black College Football Hall of Fame, just talk about that feeling to encapsulate your career that way.
Man, I'm going to tell you something. When Doug Williams called me and said, Nate, we're going to induct you into the Black College Hall of Fame, I didn't know what to say. I mean, I still don't, to be honored with such greats as him and Shaq Harrison, man, and man, the list goes on and on. You know, we have Greg Coleman here that was a punter. He's in it. We're going to try to get Killer Lawrence, Coach Hubbard. We're going to try to get, what's my quarterback, Albert Chester. It's just, you know, when I think about that, it just sends my mind to just swirling because, you know, I got an answer for everything, but I didn't have an answer for that. Right. So when they called me and told me I was going to the Black College Hall of Fame, I was overwhelmed. Yeah, man, I was lost for words. And just thinking of the people that deserve to be in there before I go in there, it is awesome.
One more thing I have to ask you. The Great Wall of Dallas. You played with arguably one of the best offensive lines, even though you interchanged pieces some years. And I saw that special. And first off, my first thought was, who in the heck filmed the lineman that much? But if you're going to film Emmitt Smith, you got to film the line because he didn't get touched till 5 yards down the field. Just talk about working with the guys you work with on the Great Wall of Dallas.
Tournay was my left tackle. I was the left guard. Mark Shepnowski was the center. Kevin Golden was the right guard. Him and I can't think of my other guy. I call him the mayor of back in Texas. And then our right tackle was Eric Williams. And, man, Eric Williams brought that thunder. He changed the way we played. We were a good offensive line, but when Eric Williams got at right tackle, he changed the physicalness of how we played and how we dominated people. And so, but Emmett was just the cream on the top, man, of Coach Wise, Coach Hudson Hawk. There's a lot of guys that put work into us to make sure we were successful.
All right, that does it.
This Black's playing that music, baby. We finna crank this up. Yo.
Black College Hall of Famer Nate Big Time Newton.
I used to whoop his brother's head.
For HBCU Gameday, coming from FAMU.
Strike, baby.
Strike, baby.